EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Sidney Brown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And That's exactly what they did.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he'll get forward for a couple. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. A 1st down there on a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of yards brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. The Saints are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Dotson, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Third and 9. Now Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Run up the middle with Miller. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So
now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Saints will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Miller.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here's a 3rd and 10. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he'll get this across midfield. He's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Throw right side to Olave. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. On the ground, it's Miller. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Saints move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then they say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are back in this one. It's 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a second down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. He'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Back to throw. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 3. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, Not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Dotson, the man in motion. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. We'll try the right side this time. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. Third and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
He'll manage only a couple. And he jacks it up from his safety spot to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, they go with Miller. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A run on first and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. That one taken in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Man in motion is Smith. On second down, Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got room past the 35. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 38, the ball carrier. Cooper to Gene on the tackle. A gain of 5.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. The Saints will punt this one away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to set up a long field ahead, backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Handoff here, up the middle, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded and complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL. And until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of 2.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This one is caught by Moreau. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. From out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To the air again, Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
To the outside, catch made by Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts again. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
Quick throw here is complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone as it's 1st and goal. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now give on the ground. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. Have a tough one coming up next Sunday.